You thought we were gone. You thought this was over. You thought this is it. We had a good run. I think we had close to 20 episodes before we took an all-star break. And we're back. We well-rested. The real reason is I went to Chicago last week. There was just so much. It's the holidays, guys. Give us a break. We were a day later on Christmas week, and then we just didn't podcast last week. It was just going to be too much. I wasn't going to bring this stuff to Chicago. Sorry, guys.
Live from the bean.
Freezing my... Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been... It was cold. Let me tell you that. So it's don't mess around cold up there. Let me tell you that. Because on New Year's, we went to go see the fireworks, which they did the fireworks. I don't know if they call it the Riverwalk, but it's along the river there in Chicago. They had a cold front come through, I guess, that day or the day before. It was, I looked at my phone, it was 16 degrees with a wind chill of 2 degrees.
Yeah.
It was, I woke up the next morning and it felt like someone had tied me up and then dragged me around in gravel for a little while because my face was so dry. Yeah, and then I stepped off the plane coming back and I was ready for like cold, and I think it was 88 degrees the day that I landed. So it's different up there. But I got to see a Bulls game. Bulls played the Pelicans on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, I didn't check that score. What happened?
It was a good game. It was a solid game. Zion had 20 points at half.
Ooh.
I thought I was going to see like a 40-point game. He didn't really score that much in the second half.
High scoring.
Yeah, no, it was good. I didn't realize Jordan Poole is on the Pelicans.
Yeah.
He had a pretty decent game, I think.
26.
Yeah. Josh Giddey hurt his hamstring. Fortunately, didn't get to see him play.
Wonder how.
Who else was on the Bulls that
Trey Jones.
Yes, Trey Jones. Murphy, the third.
Trey Murphy for the
Trey
Pelicans.
Murphy, he's pretty good.
He's very good. I want this Spurs to trade for him. He's on the block.
Yeah, my scouting report says he looked pretty good. What else? I didn't see Michael Jordan there. I just thought he would be there on a New Year's Eve game, Bulls, Pelicans in Chicago, 20-degree weather. I just don't know why he wasn't there.
Jerry Reinsdorf, is he there?
I don't know who that is, but
he was the owner of the Bulls during the Jordan.
Oh,
era.
really? Oh, I thought
he was in the dock.
I always think of Krause. Am I thinking of the right person? Something Krause?
Wait, am I wrong?
Jerry Krause?
Maybe I'm. Who is Jerry Reinsdorf?
I'm not sure.
No, he is. I'm thinking of the right guy.
Who's something Krause?
Oh, no, Reinsdorf is the current owner.
Ah. So he probably was there.
They did something because he's dead. And
so yeah, he wasn't there.
So that's why I said it. But they honored him or something.
Oh, okay.
And his wife they put his wife on the Jumbotron and all the fans booed and his wife was crying.
What?
It was bad. That was like a year or two ago.
That's crazy. Chicago, that's a little crazy. Benny the Bull.
Yeah,
I looked it up.
He's sick.
He is sick. Do you know how much he gets paid? His yearly salary is?
Oh, Lord.
What? I want you to guess. How much do you think?
I'm going to guess high. I'm going to say 500,000.
Okay. You're a little high, but 400,000.
Dang.
That's...
Would you do it?
Yeah. But, I mean, he does a lot.
Be a little jester for 400 bands.
He does a lot. Like, he did a half-court shot backwards and made it. He did, they called it the elevators. It's basically like, you know, where they put the trampolines out and they do dunks. He was, oh, wait, did he do a dunk? I thought he did. Maybe he didn't. But, I mean, you know, he's got a lot that he has to do. But, yeah, I looked it up, and I think Benny the Bull makes $400,000. I think the Hawk for the Atlanta Hawks makes like $500,000. And then the Denver Nuggets
Yeah.
Ram. He makes like $700,000 a year.
That's crazy. I'm looking up Spurs Coyote salary. Hold on.
He might make like $60K.
If my phone will load.
It was saying
60.
It was saying that the median salary for what?
Oh yeah, no. This says Spurs Coyotes unknown, but the NBA mascots generally earn around 60,000.
Yeah. And then they were saying that like only those top 3, like Benny the Bull, those guys are the ones that make the big bucks. I didn't realize there was like a mascot, like a tier list, not of like beloved ones, but of like in the business. Like if you're in the mascot business, it's like I'm shooting for Benny the Bull money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
my idol. I just want to be Benny the Bull one day. Emulate my game after him.
I mean, he did a great job. He does have to have, like, he was dancing, so he has to have a dance background. I mean, he's got to have some. He's got to know how to keep the crowd entertained. Yeah, I mean, shout out Benny the Bull, whoever you are. We'll get you on the podcast.
You're welcome on, Benny.
Talk to you about the biz and the ins and outs, how to succeed in the mascot business. That would be really interesting, honestly. I don't think anyone's really done any reporting on that. So we could be the first. I'm trying to think of... Oh, go ahead.
Breaking news.
Oh, okay.
We'll get into this more later. Transfer portal edition.
Oh?
Northwestern defensive end Anto Saka.
Aggie? Wow, okay.
6'4", 255.
That's good.
He has 12 sacks across his 31 games.
Okay. That's good. Because, yeah, we lost a couple. We're losing a lot, actually. Both on the D-line and the O-line. That's good, though, that he's addressing, because, I texted you and I was like, we've gotten a lot of commits, but...
We got, counting this in the last 2 days, we've gotten 3 D-line.
Okay, yeah.
One of them I'm excited about. You are going to like Brandon Davis-Swain. He's that, nose tackle.
Okay.
That big
boy. Colorado, right?
Yeah.
That's really good. And also, is it Coney?
Ray Coney, linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Very good interior. Well, does he play the Mike, the middle linebacker spot? Okay. That's good. Yeah, we need to reload there. Yeah, offensive line. I'm curious to see if we bring anybody in on running back. I assume we will, but...
Yeah, the Washington running back, last name's Muhammad.
Okay.
He visited.
Oh, yeah.
And had A&M near the top of his list.
There's, I thought I saw Baylor running back,
he's
too.
visiting, today or this week.
Yeah, we can dive into the portal here in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to say about my Chicago trip. So funny enough, the Bears and Lions obviously played this past Sunday. I wore my Lions pullover the entire trip. I thought I was going to get chirped by a bunch of people because the game was happening on Sunday. I only got chirped once, and it wasn't even we did a architecture tour.
Were you on the boat?
Yes.
I've done that tour.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Super cool.
Yeah, it was very cold because we were at the top, and it was, again, 20-something degrees. But when I was walking on the boat, one of the guys was like, who invited this guy?
That's awesome.
That's the only time I got chirped, though. Everybody else, we went in the Apple store to warm up, and one of the Apple store employees came up to me and, dapped me up and was like, let's go Lions, man. Where y'all from?
Yeah.
All this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Some guy in Zoomies said nice pullovers. So, yeah.
Zoomies.
I was kind of surprised. Trying to think if there was anything else from Chicago. Yeah, it was really cold. I guess it snowed a little bit. The Bean, obviously sick. I think if I, like my dad, he worked in Chicago for like 6 months. I think I could do that and like live there in the Loop, downtown Chicago for like 6 months while doing work and stuff like that by myself. I don't think I could live in Chicago though. Like if
I like Chicago a lot.
I do, I really do like Chicago. It's just so cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely brutal in the winter. Yeah, we watched the Stranger Things finale while we were there. We'll talk about that later. Have you seen Zootopia 2?
I have not.
I low-key want to go see it.
Judy Hobbs, man.
Yeah. How was your New Year's? It's good.
Good.
Hang out with friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, it's been like 2 weeks since we've done a podcast, so I don't know if we're probably going to miss a bunch of stuff that already happened, but c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Okay. I can't remember. So here's all what we're going to cover today. I don't know if I've already went through this, but college football playoff game recap. We're going to do the 4 games that happened, the quarterfinal games. I know this happened a while ago, but we're going to talk about them. Transfer portal, we already talked a little bit about it. We will go into the big names that have gone to big programs for lots of money. College basketball. I've been following A&M pretty close, but we'll talk about kind of the landscape and what it's looking like early on into conference play. College baseball. I just want to say I'm getting excited.
I'm ready.
I'm getting excited. I saw a picture of Gavin Grohovec on the diamond, and that got me really excited because there's just when I think of college baseball, there's just like it's like a small part of my like being like lights up. It's like a I don't know. It's dormant throughout the year, but it just feels like home. I cannot wait for college baseball to start.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk a little bit about what we think about the season, about Mike Early, about the A&M team. We won't go into too much depth because once it gets really close, we're gonna talk a lot about it. You said you had some MLB news,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll talk about MLB, NBA. Top teams are kind of crumbling. Talk about that. NFL playoffs are here, baby. We also had some really good games for playoff spots. We can briefly go over those. Movies and shows. Marty Supreme. Me and Zach both went and saw it. We'll talk about our thoughts. Stranger Things finale and Stranger Things as a whole. Talk about that. I watched Hurt Locker. I can't remember if we talked about Wake Up Dead Man, the Knives Out story. I'll briefly go over it again. And if we already covered it, you're just going to hear my thoughts again, or Zach's. And then we will close out with the College Football Playoff Semifinal Preview. Oregon versus Indiana, a rematch, and Miami versus Ole Miss. Again, it's been 2 weeks. I probably missed something in there that happened. Sorry, guys. I honestly didn't go super hard in preparing for this week's episode. I apologize. But we're getting back into the swing of things. So, with that being said, we've got some things to do today. College football playoff game recap. Quarterfinals. They delivered. Some of them delivered. They delivered in the sense that the 4 teams that we have now, I think you can complain about a lot of things with the current state of college football playoff, or really just college football in general. But I think one of the things that's really going overlooked, and I mean, it could just be, this is just a special season, but the parity in this sport is at an all-time high. We're going to start with Ole Miss versus Georgia.
That was a game.
That was a fantastic game.
Fantastic. Trinidad, dude.
Fantastic game.
Trinidad is ridiculous.
He really is. I missed the drive where he went Patrick Mahomes on them.
I did too, actually.
Okay.
I was driving.
I was taking a shower. So, but Ole Miss defeats Georgia. And the two big favorites, I would say, were probably Ohio State and Georgia. And Indiana was in there too, but I don't know. I feel like college football fans are holding their breath. Maybe not after their performance against Alabama. I feel like the college football world is holding their breath a little bit, waiting for the carriage to turn back into a pumpkin, if you will. But they just keep on going. But hold on. We'll talk about Ole Miss and Georgia though. What were your thoughts in this game? What was the takeaway?
Trinidad Chambliss is really freaking good. Really freaking good. What did he end with? 325 yards?
I don't even. Here, I can.
Studies.
I'll give y'all.
Every ball that I saw was just like perfect.
Yeah, he's great.
And the clutch gene, like he was hitting every receiver where he needed to. Do you have the stats?
I do have the stats.
Read it real quick. Trinidad.
30 for 46, 362 yards, 2 touchdowns.
And what about rushing? You had any rushing?
He had 14 rush yards on 4 attempts.
But early in the game, he was just, hitting the receivers he needed to. Late in the game, you said the Patrick Mahomes drive, like just on the run, just making something happen out of nothing. And then the clutch gene at the very end. Get the ball back, tie game with, I don't even remember, what was it? Like 50 seconds or something?
Yeah.
And just 3rd and long, hit that bomb. Great catch too. But yeah, he's and he looks like, I don't know. I'm no scout. He looks like he could be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the size, and I know he's only really had, counting this game, he's only had like 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
But he looks really good.
Yeah, and if you go all the way back to our first episode about college football, doing the SEC preview, I was saying Austin Simmons might be the most underrated quarterback in the SEC, him and Marcel. And Austin Simmons is he's in the transfer portal right now.
He's going to go to Missouri, it looks like.
He's going to, okay. That's not a bad pickup for Missouri. But yeah, Trinidad Chambliss, he took over a couple games in and has never looked back. Also, I wanted to go back and look at how they got that 40 or 50-yard bomb, whatever it was, because it was why was Georgia playing like man-to-man with no safety help? I was curious how Ole Miss got that look and why Georgia decided to do that, because you would think that it would be some sort of prevent to prevent them from trying to get in the field goal range or whatever it was.
You would think.
But yeah, I mean, it is hard to beat a team twice, especially, in the SEC. Speaking of that, there's a lot of people now that are dancing on the grave of the SEC, saying the SEC is dead and no longer the. We can talk about that in a second. But yeah, Ole Miss is in the semifinals after losing their head coach. Is Charlie Weiss, is he going to still be able to stay on the staff? I think
questionable.
I think there's some drama there, isn't there?
There is, obviously.
What's the deal there? Is Lane pressuring them to come back? Is it?
Honest, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard for him to recruit as the OC of LSU while he's the play caller for Ole Miss.
Yeah.
But that's a whole thing. I mean, we just keep delaying, and in my mind, I keep forgetting, like, how many of these LSU or Ole Miss players are going to transfer to LSU?
Yeah.
Like, there's been a lot of stuff about Kawan Lacey. Trinidad's been a question. I don't know how he leaves after this.
Yeah, I agree.
But,
I think he said something. I think I saw something that he was like, I'm sticking with Ole Miss. But
yeah,
I don't know what. You never know, honestly, with these.
Ole Miss is cooking in the portal, too. Pete Golding,
Yeah.
Portal King.
They re-signed Quan Lacey, too. I saw that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's really big. Yeah. Shout out. Good for Ole Miss. I'm glad that Ole Miss is not suffering because of Lane leaving, but also at the same time, I understand where Lane's coming from. He's got to go.
Like, one of Ole Miss or Miami is going to be in the national championship. That's still insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It is. It is.
More surprising for Ole Miss. We've known how good Miami is this whole year.
I know.
Despite what people try to say.
We look really smart, don't we? Because we were on.
I'm ready to get into that game.
We were on the Miami. I forgot too. Yeah, we need to get K-Boss on here so he can explain himself, because we were having did he come on here and talk about how bad it was that we wanted to put Miami?
Yep.
Where are you now? Huh?
Justice.
I'm looking at you, K-Boss. Justice was accomplished. But yes, Ole Miss is in the semifinals of the college football playoff. We'll talk about their matchup towards the end of the podcast. But congratulations to the Ole Miss Rebels. That fan base, I mean, I can't necessarily say I'm an Ole Miss fan, but I am happy for the fan base.
I'm an Ole Miss hater.
Yeah.
Normally. But I found myself like cheering for them.
Yeah.
It takes a lot for me to cheer for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not. Yeah, I've never really been an Ole Miss fan. I've never really wanted them to succeed, but I do recognize that, from a football standpoint, especially, Ole Miss has never been here, anywhere close to being here. So it is cool to see that for especially the players. So yeah, congratulations to Ole Miss. Georgia, on the other hand, it was good. It was a good game. Defense all year had just been not the thing that you leaned on, and it was, I guess, the eventual thing that kind of led you to losing this game, because you had the awesome fake punt. It wasn't like you didn't have opportunities here and there. It was just a good battle back and forth, and you didn't come out on top.
Yeah, this may be unfair to say, but I think Gunnar Stockton's a dog, but at some point, like, being a dog isn't enough, I feel like. Like, you got to have some, like, crazy talent. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I just don't know if he has that right now. He's a dog. He gets the job done most of the time, but at some point.
Here's might be the big issue is Zachariah Branch was a one-man receiver show there, and he did it again. Shout out Loteka. I think the wide receiver 2, 3, and 4 combined didn't have as many receptions as Zachariah Branch. So it was Zachariah Branch, or I guess Bell. Is it Dylan Bell? I don't know his name. Okay.
I don't know.
Bell, and then there was a couple other dudes that honestly he just didn't throw to enough without the season for me to even remember their name. But yeah, that probably played a little bit of, because it's just, as a defense, you kind of key in on Zachariah Branch and then, force him to throw to a less consistent target. But yeah, I don't know. I thought, Georgia, still a good season. But maybe the defense was the thing that wasn't, I don't know. I hate saying championship level, because if they still could have won the championship with that team, but it's just, I don't know. They just let up a lot of points. It's kind of like with A&M. It was like, I thought that they had a lot of weapons on offense, but one thing that had remained consistent throughout the season was the run gap, was run stopping and allowing big explosive runs. And that happened in the Miami game a couple of times, and it led to them losing. Okay, let's move on to Alabama versus Indiana. Indiana came into the game, I believe they were a 7-point favorite. It wasn't a 10-point favorite, right? I think it was a 7-point favorite.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say confidently it was 7. They won 38-3.
PTA.
They won by 35 points. Alabama had like 50 offensive snaps, or maybe lower than 50 offensive snaps in the game. It continues to be one of the best stories in sports that we have seen in a long time. Because I go back to the talent comparison. I go back to Indiana's historic success, which is not much. They're in what many people would say right now is the hardest conference in college football. And they just blew out Alabama, who, if you go talent comparison, I mean, it's no question Alabama's the favorite in that. But, it's not about that at the end of the day. It's about who can ball and who can make the plays to win the game, and Indiana sure as heck did that.
Mm-hmm. Kurt Cignetti, I'm such a prisoner of the moment. Kurt Cignetti. No, I'm not gonna say that. He's a really good coach. I'll say that. I think he's a really, really freaking good coach, and I don't see a world where it gets any worse. They're already year one. They made the playoff. Historic best season in Indiana history. Yeah, they played Notre Dame, who went on to the Natty, but insane that they were even there considering the talent.
Yeah.
On their roster. Year two, number 1 overall seed. They're now 14-0. They have the Heisman winning quarterback, and they look unstoppable.
Yeah.
And they're only getting better. They're only getting more NIL resources. And we'll talk about the portal a little later, but their portal class so far is really freaking good.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I could see Indiana sticking around. I don't see them going anywhere.
I'm genuinely. I don't want to take away anything from Kirk Cignetti. I'm genuinely curious if he knows what he's doing right. Do you know what I'm saying? Does he know, or is he just being himself and it's turned into this?
I think he's being himself.
I think so too, and I think it's kind of, I don't know. From an analytical standpoint, I want to break it down and find the science behind it of why this is working.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it though is just this is just humans are this just happens,
mm-hmm.
and somehow you get this recipe of success that you maybe did it because you are the way you are, and because the tendencies that you have, you draw in these types of players,
mm-hmm.
and you create kind of this great team of competitors.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested. I mean, I'm very fascinated to see the 10-year sample size of the Kirk Cignetti.
That's the crazy part. I don't think we're gonna have a 10-year sample size.
What do you mean?
He's 70 years old.
Oh, you're saying he's gonna retire?
I'm not claiming I know when he's retiring.
Is he really 70?
He's old, dude. Let me check his age.
He doesn't look 70.
He's not young. I know that.
Kurt, you look way better than 70, I'll tell you that.
He's 65.
65, okay.
He's a senior citizen.
Yeah. Looks pretty good for a senior citizen.
Okay, bro, hold up. He just signed, an 8-year deal? So he'll be 73 years old at the end of it.
73.
I don't know how long he's going for. That's not young. But
no, it's not.
I think he's obviously a Saban disciple. And you hear everyone talk about how it changed their entire career. I mean, you just look at his old coaching staffs, and you're just like, what in the world?
Yeah.
That 2015 will never be beat.
Yeah.
But like Dan Lanning talked about taking, he had like a co-DC role offer, and he took an unpaid GA spot at Bama instead.
That's awesome.
But I think you see like, and they all talk about how they learned more in one season there than they did in 10 years of experience elsewhere.
Yeah.
And I think it's the really good coaches know what to take from that, what to just copy and paste, and then what to make their own.
Yeah.
Like you see Kiffin, obviously, he's doing well right now, and he is not like Saban in so many ways, but I'm sure parts of the program are just copy and pasted.
Yeah.
Which is smart, but that's not a shot. But I think like Signetti, I saw an interview of him at some conference. This is from preseason, of him talking about like culture and how he was like, yeah, I don't allow my staff to like sleep in our building. Like that's normal at a lot of places. Like you work so much, you just sleep in your office on a couch. He's like, no, you're going home. He was like, I don't make you stay till 5 p.m. If you get all your work done right after lunch, go home. He's like,
that's cool.
So I think he really like made the culture something that he thought was good, but also just took so much from his time at Bama. And I mean, good Lord, it's working.
Yeah.
I just want to talk portal about them.
Yeah. No, we will get into that in just a second. Yeah, Nick Saban is probably the purest form of consistency and winning in the sport.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see that, you kind of see the pure form of it. And I guess when you go and you coach, you take the things that the science behind winning, and you add this element of, I guess, your style to it, that kind of the things that you're comfortable with and the tendencies that you have, you kind of add that. But there is this, certain things have to happen within your program in order for your program to be successful. And those are non-negotiables. And maybe that simplifies it down. And so maybe if you don't coach for Saban, you're just kind of guessing your whole career of like, is this the thing that's working or is it this? But I guess maybe when you work under Nick Saban, you're like, you have extreme confidence in what you're doing because you've seen it be successful, which is interesting. I think that speaks a lot to psychology, because it's very interesting. Like, what if you're confident in doing something, but it's the wrong thing, but because you're confident in it, you find success? Is it you being confident in it, or is it the thing that you're actually doing? It's a very like chicken or the egg situation, and that's just the coolest part of sports, I think, is you're dealing with humans. You're not dealing with numbers. You're not dealing with calculations. Like, it is a person who has two sides to themselves, a very logical, critical side, and an emotional, human side. So you have to be able to balance both things. And like what you were saying, like a coach who tells your staff, say, hey, you cannot sleep in the building. You have to go home. From a culture standpoint, what you're saying is, look, guys, we're dedicated to winning, but I also recognize that you're human beings and that you need to fulfill that, have that part of yourself be acknowledged. And so doing both, I think, allows your players, your staff to be the best versions of themselves, which ends up being very successful on the field. But yeah, Indiana absolutely smokes Bama in the Rose Bowl. They're moving on to the semifinals. I keep holding my breath, waiting for Indiana to choke. It doesn't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You
might be waiting for a while.
I know. I feel like I'm going to be holding my breath for a while. So I can't wait to talk about the next matchup. But I mean, I just can't say enough about Indiana, Kirk Scinetti, what he's done, how they're doing things. Yeah.
Oregon next?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oregon, Texas Tech.
I want to close out with Miami, Ohio State.
Okay. Oregon, Texas Tech. Final score, Oregon 23, Texas Tech 0.
0. I'm not a Texas Tech hater.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a fun story. Like, I was complimentary of their defense all year. Like, on Twitter, there was a lot of discourse of Texas Tech fans before their game because they obviously had a bye, talking trash. Like, you only put up 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to A&M, she's like, fair, 3 points. That's not a good showing. It made me pretty happy to see that shutout. I can't lie to you.
It's
pretty happy.
Yeah, I picked Texas Tech to win. I've been riding Texas Tech all year.
I haven't even looked at our predictions.
I thought that they were really. I went 1 for 4, and the only one that I won was the one I was the least confident in.
I think I went 2 for 4.
Or no, I went. Who did I pick? I picked Alabama, Miami, Texas Tech.
You went Miami.
Yeah, and
correct.
Georgia. I went 1 for 4.
1 for 4. What did I go?
I almost changed.
Oregon, Indiana. So I went 2 for 4.
Okay.
Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so I've been a Texas Tech fan all year. I thought their defense is legit. Their offense, I just felt like they played good enough against really good opponents to make me believe that they could keep it a low-scoring game and eventually their offense would prevail. Oregon had different ideas, and they dominated. I mean, it was a close game at the beginning, and then it just slowly.
And it shouldn't have been. like the turnover margin was already 3 plus 3,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a 6-0 game. Like, it should have been so much worse. Dan Lanning, this isn't a shot. They obviously won the game. Dan Lanning was calling the game, in my opinion, as if he knew he was going to win. He just wanted to get it over with quicker.
Mm-hmm.
And those make or break moments, they just couldn't get, like going for it on 4th downs or the fake punt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like the score was still a lot closer than the game actually went, even at 23.
Yeah. To be honest, I actually didn't get to watch this game all that much. I guess this was New Year's Day. We were out doing things that day, so.
They were, I guess it's not Dan. I'm sure Dan made a call. Dan and or Will Stein. They were calling the game like, remember that 2021 Ole Miss Bama game, Saban Kiffin, where Kiffin was like, yeah, we're not punting the entire game.
Yes.
That's how they were calling it. It was like, we're going for it on 4th down, no matter where we are on the field. It's like, we're just going to try to get this over with quick, I think.
Wow.
But they couldn't get those. They would move the ball and then just barely not be able to get it done.
Okay.
But it did feel a lot worse than 23.
Okay.
Especially at half, whenever it was, 13?
Yeah.
It felt like 30-point difference at half.
It was just Oregon's defense was just
and Tech's offense, like Baron Morton.
Yeah, he did not have a good.
Just did not look good at all.
He went 18 for 32, 137 yards, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and he had a fumble in there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he got sacked a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, I'm not trying to hate, but I think you just saw the difference between, and Oregon's one of the best teams in the country, no doubt. But Tech looked really good all year against certain opponents. They didn't play anyone in Oregon's tier all year, and it showed.
Yeah. Yeah, so Texas Tech season comes to a disappointing end. But if you're a Texas Tech fan, I mean, you have to think that the season was still a success. You were a top 4 seed. You got a first-round bye, which, let's talk about the byes. Do you think teams with a bye are 1-7?
1-7 in the 12-team format.
And
Indiana's the only one.
Indiana's the only one. Last season, though, you could have said that the bye system didn't really put the 4 teams that got byes were not favorites on paper.
Yeah.
So you could have.
State.
Mm-hmm. Boise State, Arizona State, Oregon, maybe not so much, and then I forget who the 2 seed was. But this year you had Indiana, who won, Ohio State, who was favored against Miami. Miami's also the 10th seed. 3, Georgia. And then 4, Texas Tech. Texas Tech, Big 12 champion. Georgia, SEC champion. I don't know. I really I think that stat 1 through 7. I don't know. I don't know if it's a rest versus rust. I feel like they played really good teams. I don't know.
I do. It's a small sample size across 2 seasons, 8 games. And what you were saying about the seeding last year being different definitely plays a part. I do think that taking that long off has a negative impact.
Okay.
I mean, the same thing kind of goes for baseball. MLB, the 1 seed has a bye, so they get more rest than anyone else. Like the Braves a few years ago, they were one of the best regular season teams of all time, and they just did not look the same.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not fair to just cherry pick, I'm sure, but I feel like that does carry over across sports, where whenever you're out of that groove, and you take a while off, and you're playing a team who has had practice week into a game, into another practice week, they don't break up their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a slight, I can't even say disadvantage, because you earned the right to rest, but
yeah,
it's questionable.
It plays into the.
I'm sure certain coaches are fine with it and want the rest, and depending on injuries and stuff, but I'm sure there are coaches out there that are I would rather not change what we're used to.
Yeah.
And just keep going.
Well, I think it sounds, at least I know Dan Lanning has talked about it, and I don't know if all the other coaches are on board, but obviously from a fan's perspective, I'm totally fine with making the college football playoff go a lot quicker and finish up, when it used to January, maybe the first week in January sometime.
Week after New Year's.
Yeah, because it does feel like these playoff games happen and then a week happens, and it's it feels like a long time. And the teams that are getting buys, they get more rest, but yeah, it seems like it also comes with a cost of not really being in a rhythm, kind of getting out of the normal season rhythm, and so I think coaches might be in favor of speeding up the process. Okay. You ready? Miami versus Ohio State.
I picked Ohio State in this game because I am a sheep. I fell victim to the lamestream media, to the burnerverse. All the talking heads just thought, oh, Ohio State, so good. I should have stuck with my guns that I had this whole year. Miami's the better team. Miami is the better team.
They're a really good team.
They're really good.
Really good team, man.
They're really good.
I'm going to repeat what I said after the A&M game. And I believe it. People who probably listen to what I said, it's very easy to be biased. Because I'm an A&M fan. And you're right, there's probably some bias baked into it. But my honest opinion about the game was I felt like it was a really competitive game, back and forth. Yes, Texas A&M only scored 3 points. Miami only scored 10 points. So the game is played, but if Miami scores 27 and A&M scores 3, that's different. You got dominated. But, when you're playing the game and it's going back and forth and it's a rock fight and both teams are in that situation, that's just the style of game that it is on both sides. If A&M wins, you say, oh, Miami only scored 10 points. Their offense didn't do enough. Carson Beck didn't do enough. So there's always a storyline for the person who lost. Miami, Mike Elko said this in these press conferences leading up. They have a very athletic defense. They have 2 edge rushers who are going to be very, very high NFL draft picks. Their quarterback, hate him or love him, he has been around high-level football, playing at Georgia, and now at Miami, for a very, very long time. He has made all the mistakes. He's had his good games. He's had his bad games. So he's been around. He knows what he's doing, at least. They've got a great offensive line. And like I said, their defense is very athletic. Keandre Scott, very, very good. Obviously, the pick 6 in the Ohio State game. He was all over the field in the A&M game. We talked about at the beginning of the season. We got into people were angry with us because we were saying that Miami is a better team than Ohio State. What my point was is Miami felt like a more complete team. They felt like every position filled, and Ohio State is still a very good team. But I mean, Miami, they won that game pretty. I don't know if convincingly is the right word, but it wasn't fluky at all. They really they shined in all the aspects that you would want to see in a championship football team. So this doesn't change anything for me on how I felt about the A&M game, but I think the public opinion might be starting to swing. Maybe not, because haters are going to be haters, and that's just how it is. But I think this game shows, hopefully, that my take earlier wasn't as biased as maybe some people thought, because Miami's a very good team.
Very good team. The better team in Dallas at Jerry World on December 31st.
Yeah.
Just saying, man, didn't look good. Okay, I'm gonna talk. That last comment, I'm a Saiyan believer. I'm a Saiyan fan. This is just for one person in particular. Oh, it was so nice to see.
Cathartic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherworldly, out-of-body experience. That pick 6, where whoever that was that wasn't Scott, was it? That was Keontae Scott?
Keontae. I said Keandre earlier. Apologies.
Terrible.
You can come on the podcast. Keontae.
Just read that perfectly. Like, that was the easiest pick 6 of all time. Yeah, they're just, and I'm not even comparing to Ohio State now. This is a Pate thing that he's talked about. And some people are off of Josh Pate, whatever. I'm still a fan. But he talks about going to their practices. They're just bigger and more physical than like any other team that he watches, apparently. And I mean, you see it on both lines of scrimmage. Like Francis, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, Muagia, their offensive lineman.
Yeah.
He's going to be a first-round pick. Very good. Obviously, Reuben Bain. Who's the other D lineman for him?
It's Messador?
Yeah.
Something?
They're disgusting on both lines of scrimmage. Fletcher got it done. Carson Beck, maybe a game manager, but hey, you'll take a game manager that wins you college football playoff games.
Yep.
So, yeah, that one was fun for me to watch.
Tony.
Malachi Tony's a beast. Oh, hey. What about Jeremiah Smith entering the portal and going to Miami?
Is that a thing? Are people saying?
The streets are saying.
People are saying.
The streets are saying. He's from Miami.
Oh, he's from Miami.
And he said, if Miami was good when I was growing up, I would have gone to Miami. And all of his high school friends are on Miami. He stayed on the field for like 20 minutes after the game and was hugging every single, like he knows the entire team already.
That would be crazy, but if I'm a betting man, I would.
No, it's not going to happen. But
that would be.
He cares about Miami more than Ohio State for sure. I think Ryan Day's losing the locker room. Carnell Tate to the draft. Quincy Wilson to the portal. They're losing some talent all across the board.
And we're back.
They're losing Arvell Reese. They're losing, what's that linebacker?
Sonny Styles. Caleb Downs.
And just like that, Ohio State's done.
And we're back to is Ryan Day on the hot seat.
He's back where he belongs.
Got to the quarterfinals, won the national championship last year. Yeah. That's tough out here.
Oh, here's another take I saw. I'm having so much fun.
All right.
I love hating on Ohio State. Did Michigan break Ohio State?
Oh.
So Michigan owns them.
Yep.
Michigan has owned them for years. Then the 1 year, Ryan Day is just like, I'm not letting this happen again. All of his time and energy, we're beating that. I'm not even going to say the word I almost thought of. We're beating Sharon Moore and that terrible Michigan team like we should have last year. Last year's team was even worse. But that was his Super Bowl. Ohio State's Super Bowl. And then just absolute dog water when it actually mattered. So I think Michigan, you can mark this as a 5th straight year that Michigan just owns Ohio State.
Honestly, put an asterisk by this game because Miami really wasn't the one to beat Ohio State. It was really Michigan faking them out by saying, you know what, you can have this one. Here's all the confidence in the world. You prepared so much for this game. Now you're going to get so psyched out by having a bye. Mm-hmm. Ooh, they gave them the bye. Yep. Oh, well, yeah, because they would have gone to the... Would they have still gone to the Big Ten championship? Probably not.
I don't know.
Oregon, I think, would have got in there. But yeah, and then
Michigan owns them.
Yeah, but Indiana shouldn't get any credit. It should be Michigan.
No, yeah.
For beating them in the Big Ten championship. No, I get... Are Michigan fans, are they saying this? They should be.
They should be.
They should be hanging the banner right now.
I saw one. I forget who it was. It was one Barstool person. It wasn't Portnoy.
Okay.
It was one Barstool person said that.
True.
But, yeah, I don't think there's a more extreme case of big brother, little brother in college or professional athletics.
100%.
Than Michigan, Ohio State.
100%.
Michigan just,
they own Ohio State. Them. They own Ohio State. It's not even close. Well, shout out Miami. They're going on to the semifinals. They will be playing the Ole Miss Rebels.
One of those teams is in the Natty. That's insane.
Which is insane, yeah. Funny enough, Miami is the only team I think that's won a national championship out of those 4.
Yep, it's true.
Because unless...
Nope.
Indiana won it a long time ago.
I don't think they did.
Okay. I didn't think they had. Because Oregon, funny enough, you would think, right? I think that Oregon won a national championship, but then I remember it was Cam Newton and Auburn that beat them. And then Jameis went, no, it was Ohio State, right? That beat Marcus Mariota. Because Oregon beat Florida State when Jameis Winston fumbled the ball backwards in the Rose Bowl. And then Oregon played, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Ohio State.
Yeah.
Was that Carnell Tate? Yeah.
2014.
Yeah, was that the first year of the...
Carnell Tate.
Or not Carnell Tate, Cardell Jones.
Cardell Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
The first year of the playoff.
And Ezekiel Elliott. Because Ohio State beat Bama. Oregon beat Florida State. They meet in the championship. Ohio State beats Oregon. Man. That's tough. It'll be fun to see whoever wins because all 4 of these fan bases, maybe besides, I would rather see fan base wise. Who would I like most to win? Indiana, easy, not even a question actually. Probably fan base wise, who would I want to see win? Indiana, Oregon. Ole Miss, Miami. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, you got anything else on those 4 games?
Don't think so.
All right. Do you want to take a break before we get into transfer portal?
Sure.
Okay, let's take a break. We'll be back in no time at all for you guys. All right, time to get into the transfer portal news. Oh my Lord. Where do we even start? Where do you want to start? Do you want to just go with A&M first?
The biggest name in the portal, Chris Marshall.
Yes.
Where will he end up? The sweepstakes.
Chris Marshall.
Apparently he's getting $10 million.
You're talking about the old A&M receiver. He's still in. Wow.
He just entered the portal.
No way. I thought you were talking about for a second. My mind, I was like, Nick Marsh. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Pretty good. He's a number 2 receiver in the portal. He's committed somewhere.
Yeah, in the Indiana. Shout out Indiana.
We just talked about Indiana. Can I say my 2?
Yeah.
Nick Marsh, second best receiver in the portal, going to Indiana. Josh Hoover.
Yeah.
TCU quarterback.
Yeah.
Sig got his next one.
Yeah.
Josh Hoover. I'm going to put in a future for him to win the Heisman soon.
I like that. That'd be crazy if Indiana went back-to-back in Heismans. Speaking of quarterbacks, we'll just go. Texas Tech pays Brendan Sorsby $5 million for 1 year.
That's your boy.
I don't he's my boy. Good job for getting $5 million. Being the number 1 player in the transfer portal, maybe, yes, I'm a Bearcat fan for life. Didn't know he was like that. He was $5 million type of guy.
He was asked after committing why he chose Texas Tech, and it wasn't because his girlfriend goes there. Okay. And it wasn't because of $5 million for 1 year. He said the facilities were really nice.
Really? All right.
That's the funniest part of all this to me is like, dude, you don't have to act like they didn't give you $5 million.
The facilities were nice. Yeah. Oh, somebody crystal balled him to LSU.
Yeah, there was talk there for a minute. LSU offered him 3.5.
Yeah, only $1.5 million short.
Poor
man. Yeah, has Lane Kiffin lost his fastball?
They're not doing good so far.
No, they did get Jace Brown from Kansas State.
Oh, officially?
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a good commitment. DeMond Williams, Washington quarterback in the portal.
Have you heard about all that drama?
Mm-mm.
Last Friday, he signed, pen to paper, a deal to keep him at Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you're not in the portal, your teams aren't supposed to be able to contact you.
Yeah.
He signed a deal, and then yesterday, he entered the portal. And now Washington is taking him to court.
Yeah. Yeah, brother, you can't do that.
He's very good.
He's very
good. But most obvious tampering case of all time.
Yeah.
He's literally re-signed.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the portal. I'll just list them out.
Sam Leavitt,
Brendan Sorsby, Texas Tech, Drew Mestemaker,
Oklahoma State,
DeMond Williams, we just mentioned him in the portal. We're not even getting to DJ Lagway in the portal. Dylan Raiola in the portal. Wait, sorry, what'd you say about?
They're linking Lagway to Florida State right now. Or
okay.
Miami.
Okay. I can see that. Deuce Knight, Auburn 5-star.
Yeah, that's a big one. 5-star.
That's interesting. I didn't realize Auburn got Byron Brown.
Yep.
From
USC.
Oh, that makes sense because Alex Golesh. Rocco Beck, obviously, Penn State. And then, Josh Hoover, TCU.
Indiana.
Let's go running backs now. One that just pops into my head, Contravion Wisner, going to Florida State from Texas. Speaking of transfer portal and speaking of the Texas Longhorns, there was a lot of players transferring from the University of Texas out.
Yeah, Twitter's kind of freaking out.
Yeah. There's one in particular that got a lot of news headlines.
Parker
Livingstone?
Yep.
Okay, Livingstone. He announced on his Instagram profile that he more or less, I'm trying to think of kind of the exact words that he said. He wanted to be at Texas, but things outside of his control pushed him into the transfer portal. And then I believe yesterday he committed to the University of Oklahoma, which if you live under a rock and don't follow sports, OU and Texas don't like each other very much. Mm-hmm. So legitimately, he just turned into the villain. And that's not even mentioning, Texas is losing a lot. They got Anthony Hill going to to the draft. Who else? DeAndre Moore,
Portal.
Livingstone, portal. Who else?
Connor Stroh, portal.
There's a lot
Hill,
of other ones. And
draft.
NFL, too. I'm just forgetting.
Malik Muhammad, draft.
Oh, wait. Okay, there's a crystal ball for Ray Leak Brown to go to Texas.
So they were obviously targeting running back because they had 4 of their running backs enter the portal. And Isaac Brown from Louisville was the number 1 ranked running back in the portal. He had been crystal balled to Texas. It was seeming like it was going to happen. He re-signed with Louisville. And also Jaden Baugh was looking like he was going to enter the portal. Florida's running back coach is now at Texas. And then it was, Jaden Baugh. Yeah, no, he's the one. He's definitely coming. He just re-signed with Florida.
Yeah, I do remember that. Man, it's just so strange. I'm kind of curious what's happening over there.
Start going to the NFL next year, whenever Arch goes.
Did you say Aiden Mohammed from Washington was linked to A&M?
Yes.
As of January 6th, he is committed to Cal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
At least according to 24/7 Sports.
Okay.
But you never
Solomon Williams also to Cal.
Yes.
He committed?
Yes.
And Ryland Kennedy, Florida State.
Correct. Isaiah Williams, Kansas State.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dylan Edwards is in the portal from Kansas State.
It's looking like Theo Mellon-Orstrom, Kansas State, or Houston.
Okay. I like that. We haven't even... Okay, before we talk about the Cam Coleman sweepstakes, Omarion Miller, wide receiver, going to ASU. I think that's one of the big ones.
Mm-hmm. From Colorado.
Yes. Who else? Nick Marsh. I already mentioned him. Going to Indiana. Eugene Wilson. He committed to LSU, huh?
That had to be recent.
At least that's what 20... Let's see. Let's see what the timeline they give it. Oh, he did hit today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm curious if somebody's made up their mind. There are players that have committed to A&M, wide receiver-wise, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Aaron Gregory's been cooking in camp.
I did see that, yeah. I saw, is it Chris Henry versus Brandon Arrington?
Mm-hmm.
And the...
Locked.
Yeah.
Seatbelt.
It's a good, let's see. O-line, A&M has done a good job reloading on the O-line.
Yep.
There's so many. Oh, also, Damon Wilson, edge rusher from Missouri, is in the portal.
Big name.
That's a big name. Chaz Coleman, also from Penn State.
Yeah, he was the number 1 ranked overall for a bit.
Yeah,
A&M's done good on the lines. Trevon Baugh.
Mm-hmm.
Tyree Adams was this morning. And who was the other one? Cohen Eccles. You remember him in high school?
I think so.
He was committed to A&M in high school, and then on signing day flipped and signed with LSU.
I think I do remember that.
And now he's went in the portal and is coming to A&M.
Okay. Leona Lefau from Texas is crystal ball to go to BYU.
Mm-hmm. Linebacker.
That kind of makes sense.
Edge. I don't know.
Let's see, defensive backs. Oh, Boo Carter's in the portal. I remember that. Edwin Joseph. I feel like I remember Edwin Joseph being a pretty high recruit. He's coming from Florida State. Let's see what he was ranked. Oh, not the highest prospect. Has there been any news? This is getting out of the portal, but have there been any like recruiting stuff for 2027?
Not really. It's
Anything
still
worth
so
mentioning?
early.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, A&M gets a kicker.
Oh, David Olano.
A&M does get a kicker.
He's so excited. Tawfiq Byard,
Yes.
safety from
Yes.
Colorado. Great pickup. He'll probably be a starter, it looks like.
Yes. That was very good.
Talked a little bit about Davis Swain earlier.
Man. Penn State's been working in the portal.
Houston Thomas as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
tight
excited
end.
about that one. I called that from the jump.
You did.
Very easy to call, but
You did call that from the jump. Yeah, and then so the according to 24/7 Sports 2026 transfer football team rankings. Obviously, the teams at the front,
yeah, new coaches.
new coaches. Penn State has 24 commits. Also, keep in mind though they didn't have like anybody on the roster. Oklahoma State actually at 2. Who'd they? Oh, Mestamaker is a 5-star. Oh, yeah.
They got because Eric Morris is
Correct.
the coach.
Texas Tech actually at 3.
Cody Campbell, baby. He'd be paying.
Crazy.
It's that oil guy.
Oh yeah.
Can you
but-
imagine being his kids and watching your inheritance just be
Yeah.
thrown at a Texas Tech football
Football
roster year
team.
after year?
Just to lose, just to score no points. Yeah, LSU 4, Indiana at 5. Pretty impressive considering they're still in the playoff. Oklahoma at 6, Ole Miss at 7, Auburn at 8, Kentucky at 9, Louisville at 10, Cal at 11. Shout out Cal. USC at 12, Wisconsin at 13, A&M at 14, Arizona State at 15. And the list can go on.
Kentucky's putting together a good group, it looks like.
Is it Will Stein?
Will Stein, baby.
Wow. Yeah, and he's not even.
You know, that's another. That's more drama.
Hmm.
You know, they got a quarterback.
Kentucky? Cutter Boley's in the portal, isn't he?
He's committed to Arizona State.
Okay. No, I'm actually looking at it
Kenny
right now.
Minchie from Notre Dame.
Oh, that.
But there was drama because he officially committed to Nebraska.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
I saw some people being very angry.
Yeah, he committed to Nebraska. They had the whole graphic made and everything, but he hadn't signed anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like 2 days later, just middle of the night, hey, he changed his mind.
Wow. Yeah, I see people dragging him a little bit. I don't know. It's just the college football landscape we are currently in. What else? Is there any? I'm trying to think of. Yeah, how do you say his name? Taiwan Bird? Taiwan?
You shouldn't try. Tawfiq Byard.
Tawfiq Byard.
I don't know if that's the exact, but that's how it's spelled at least.
Okay. He's a really good pickup in the portal. I think he's my favorite one so far. Besides maybe the O-line. I really like the South Carolina pickup.
He's huge.
Yeah. All SEC as a freshman. Or probably all freshmen.
He was all-American freshman team.
There it is.
And then all-freshman SEC as well.
There it is. Yeah, I'm sure we'll pick up probably a running back. Probably need... Yeah, and then probably like one receiver. Hopefully. We didn't talk about it. Yeah. Cam Coleman sweepstakes. Cam Coleman obviously enters the portal. If you've watched any Cam Coleman, actually, if you haven't watched Cam Coleman highlights, highly recommend that after you stop or just pause this podcast and go look at them right now. But he is really, really good at football. He jumps in the portal. He goes and visits Texas, I believe, as his first visit. Then he visits Texas A&M. Keep in mind, he was committed to A&M in high school for a long time until he flipped his commitment and went to Auburn. after his visit to A&M, I believe he canceled the rest of his visits and then went back on that and said, "Oh, I'm going to go visit Alabama."
So it was supposed to go Texas, straight to A&M, straight to Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I'm not going to Tech yet," so he just rescheduled the visit.
Okay.
He didn't officially visit anywhere, but word on the street is he was spotted in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, okay.
But it was like low key, like he didn't want it to be out.
Okay.
So I think that's where he is right now. And then he's going Texas Tech, and he canceled his USC, and he still has Ole Miss lined up.
Interesting.
So it's looking like it's the top 4: Texas, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and then Ole Miss. And Alabama.
Okay.
But
I really think nobody knows, and I don't think he knows where he's going. So I really don't think there's a front runner / this team is more likely. I really think it'll come down to something so small that only he will be able to decide. The fact that he committed to A&M for so long in high school, I really don't think will. I mean, maybe it'll play, but I just don't think it matters. I think it really is just a toss-up. With Casey Concepcion going to the draft, it'd be really nice to have someone like Cam Coleman. I was doing this, and I think you're going to be so I asked this question to somebody we work with. He said one answer. I think you're going to say the same answer as him. I'm curious. Dallas Wilson or Cam Coleman?
Coleman.
Who would you rather have? Okay.
Cam Coleman's better. Dallas Wilson's younger.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get Dallas Wilson for 2 years as opposed to 1 year of Cam, that's different. But Cam Coleman.
Yeah. Because Dallas Wilson, he's only played 4 games, I believe.
Yeah.
But
he went off.
His first game.
145 yards and 2 touchdowns or whatever.
Yep. Yeah. On like 6 catches. And I looked at their bios too, and I think they're the same height. But I think Cam Coleman's just like 10 pounds lighter. So Dallas Wilson's a little bit bigger of a guy, but I don't know. Dallas Wilson already re-signed with Florida. Cam Coleman still deciding, obviously. Is there any other big names? The portal?
Those are the biggest ones, I believe.
Okay.
We'll just see. It's starting to thin out, but because like Miami and LSU are 2 big schools that are still need a quarterback, but Leavitt's only going one place.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think Van Buren's in the portal.
He is.
Hopefully he gets. I think he's kind of a sneaky pickup. People aren't talking about it. A lot of re-signings, a lot of big re-signings. For the A&M, I mean, I guess you could say Marcel and Des Ricks were big ones. Torian York is going to the draft. Chase Pasantis is also going to the draft. Scooby Williams. Tyler Onyedum.
Randy Bond.
We've already mentioned Jaden Ball for Florida. Already mentioned Louisville, Isaac Brown. Is it Isaac Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there were any other guys going back that were big. Or I don't know. I think those are all the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure we're missing some, but transfer portal, crazy time. Pretty fun to keep up with. Get to see who your team is picking up and get excited. But yeah, when does the transfer portal close?
Well,
you know?
January 15th is, I think, the deadline for people to enter.
Okay.
In this window, but it opens up again in the spring.
Okay.
So there will be transfers. This is the busiest part of it, but people will be in and out for a while.
Okay.
Next few months.
That's so interesting. And we were talking about how you mentioned this, that Tier 1 programs have about $20 million in rev share to distribute. But honestly, I was talking about this with one of the guys that we work with, and he has a friend who plays for Texas. And what he was saying is that, and this is really interesting, some of the players, the big name players, they're not getting paid out of rev share. Most of their income is coming through sponsors.
Yeah.
So I would assume that big programs like Texas, Oregon, these programs that have really big ties to big, like for Oregon, it would be Nike. For Texas, I mean, you could just list Red Bull, basically all of Arch's, stuff. I'm very interested if they get a player in and they say, look, we have $20 million in rev share. We're gonna give you maybe like $500,000 in rev share, but we're gonna get you a package that includes a Red Bull sponsorship, a Viore sponsorship, and for Oregon it would be, we're gonna get you a Nike package in which you're gonna be in a Nike commercial, and you're gonna get the equivalent of $4 million, and we're gonna have it all signed up. But guess what? Technically you're not gonna be taking any of or we're gonna be paying you $500 in the rev share. So when we say, top programs have $20 million to play with and buy players, it's really unknown. They could go upwards of however much they wanted.
By that, it costs the athletic department that much to field a roster.
Okay.
That doesn't include outside corporate sponsorships, which is not legal, but everyone does it.
Oh, really?
Like LSU's offer to Sorsby, the $3.5 million, I think it was fully funded by a corporate.
Interesting.
sponsor.
Okay.
Like that's not been approved. That was not part of the House settlement. Like it's just.
Oh, so it can't be organized by the athletic department. It's just, you come to LSU and you're gonna get, and Nike is like, hey, we want you for this thing, totally separate from this. You're just a big name. Interesting. Okay. So that's like that's another cash in the McDonald's Chick-fil-A bag type situation. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I could see how that would be. It's a way to get around that, but technically still operate within the rules. Makes sense. I mean,
NCAA is so dumb.
Yeah, they're not going to get around it. I don't know. It's not really a completely fixable problem, but it is kind of nice to see these players. They're making lots and lots of money now, but they used to. Their coach would buy them a hamburger, and they would, be suspended for half the season. So I don't know. Maybe somewhere in the middle is a little better, but
literally, your example is like Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah,
he got suspended because he bought a recruit a hamburger whenever he took his family out to lunch on a visit.
Yep, legitimately. Reggie Bush, one of, if not the best college football player ever. He bought his mom a house through an agent early, which had absolutely nothing to do with, like using performance-enhancing drugs. Nothing on the field stuff, but he bought his mama's house because obviously he's one of the best players. And did they reinstated his Heisman Trophy, didn't they?
Yep.
Okay, good. But yeah, he got all of that revoked for a long time. Crazy stuff. Okay, that was the transfer portal. Again, I'm sure we missed some stuff, but we did our best. We'll obviously be watching this very closely, as will you guys. Let's move on to college basketball. Let's talk about Buckyball.
Buckyball.
What are your thoughts on Buckyball 2 conference games into the season?
It's so entertaining. It's so entertaining.
Yeah.
It's just, the pace is unbelievable.
It is.
Have you watched?
I've watched, I watched the LSU game. I didn't watch the Auburn game.
You missed.
I heard about the Auburn game
last night.
I heard that the Auburn game was crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, it's just like, how is this the plan? But it's worked so far.
Yeah.
2-0 in conference play. Back in tournament combo.
That would be really cool if we made the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's an overachieve if we make the tournament?
Yeah, honestly, yes.
I would say.
I mean, we had, because it happened, the coaching's changed it happened so late. Like, there was one player on the roster. and the portal had already had a lot of guys sign elsewhere.
Yeah.
So this is the most like hodgepodge group of recruits. Our tallest player is like 6'8".
The island of misfit toys.
No, that's not true because we have Federico. He's tall.
Federico.
Size-wise, we do not compare. But who cares? Ruben Dominguez, man. That man. Oh.
Curry.
Literally.
The Spanish Curry.
Yeah, he's shooting before last night where he made a few threes. He was shooting 47% from deep, and on insane volume too. Like he only shoots threes, which was I think 12th in D1.
That's insane.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Kind of surprised 12th seems a little low for 47%. I don't know 11 players shooting 47%.
I don't know if there's a minimum on that.
Oh.
Like if there are players that are 5 for 6 and have some ungodly percentage, but I know he's a volume shooter. That man. I mean, he made 10 in a game in non-con.
Golly.
Unreal.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I did not expect to be 12-3 at this point. Now, to be fair, I think our non-con was pretty easy.
And one of them should have been a win.
Yeah.
The SMU game.
Yep.
That would have been big.
But the LSU game and the Auburn game, so I mean, I watched the highlights. I mean, you can break it down for us. You watched this game. Break it down for the people who either didn't watch it or, yeah.
It was great first half, back and forth, close game at half. Auburn came out early second, went on a run. I think they were up like 14 or something. A&M 11-0 run, but it's like the most fun, electric 11-0 run you've ever seen. It was like bucket because they pressed the whole time. Steal on the inbound three-pointer. Steal on the inbound three-pointer. Auburn calls a timeout. They're inbounding after the timeout. Steal on the inbound three-pointer. So it's just ridiculous. 11-0 in like a matter of 40 game seconds or something.
Golly.
And then there was another point in the game where there was, I think, a 15-0 run. A&M up late, kind of started to choke it away because they wanted to run the clock down, which they're not used to doing. They pushed the pace the whole game.
Yeah, they don't know how to do it.
Auburn comes back. So A&M up 2 with 2.5 seconds left, shooting free throws. Pop Isaacs misses the first, obviously not on purpose. So 2-point game. Auburn has no timeouts. So the strat was miss the second one on purpose. They can't call a timeout. It's a 75-foot heave, just prayer. Misses it. Auburn gets the rebound, throws the ball up, misses by a mile. The refs say, hold on, did he hit the rim? Then they go to review, say he did hit the rim, so they shouldn't have stopped it. But then they put 0.6 back on the board, on the clock, to give Auburn another shot. And even though it should have been at the other end, they ended up giving it sideline next to our bench. So much, I mean, it's just a deep three-pointer at this point. Inbound, we're not fouling, so we're barely playing defense. Heaves it up, perfect shot, makes it. The Neville Arena goes nuts. The players are mobbing each other. There were some fans that ran on the court, like announcers losing their mind. Refs say, hold on, we're going to review, see if you got it off in time. Like a 5-minute review. There's no way you can tell with certainty if he got it off or not. They wave it off. No good. Game over. A&M wins. Fans stay in the building. Stephen Pearl is chasing the referees around as they try to leave the stadium. It was one of the most fun basketball watching experiences of my life. So funny.
That sounds crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. You're 2-0.
2-0.
After all of that, you're 2-0.
And Bucky was leaning into it. He was making jokes.
Really?
On the post game, the fans were chanting "Ref, you suck" so loud they weren't leaving. And he had the headset on. He's like, I can't hear anything y'all are saying, but
they can complain all they want. The game should have been over at the free throw line.
That's a good point.
So I'm not losing sleep over that. And then on the plane, made an Instagram reel for the social team to post. And he was like, y'all, we got a pack Reed Saturday, 2:30, playing Oklahoma. Our first home conference game. Like, be ready, be loud, and don't be a millisecond late. It's like, yeah, that's okay, Bucky.
That's funny.
I love it.
That's awesome, man. If he could get them to the tournament, that'd be insane.
Mm-hmm.
First year putting together a team like that. I don't even know how they would have done this in a year where the transfer portal didn't exist. Do you remember how they used to do that?
No clue.
They just host tryouts on campus.
Yeah, walk on.
I guess the players couldn't transfer out if a coach left. Or maybe there was a clause if the coach switched. I genuinely can't remember. I can't remember. Arizona and Michigan are probably the two best teams in all of college basketball right now. Nebraska is 14-0, I believe. I don't know what they're ranked, and I don't know who they've played, but I can't remember the last time Nebraska's been good at basketball. Oh,
Casey Toman.
yeah,
Tomagai or whatever.
Tomanagi, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wonder do you remember who beat them in the tournament?
I remember. Wade Taylor and Andy Garcia.
Andy Garcia. That was the year that the Houston game.
Yeah. Round of 32 Houston game.
Even though we lost that game, all-time moment, Anderson Garcia hitting the three. Chills.
That was crazy. Chills.
Garage tour. Anything else for college basketball?
I don't think so.
Then let's just. How far away from college baseball are we?
36 days.
Oh.
And
Month.
36 days and 5 hours. Yeah, I'm ready.
Yes, the hours.
We'll do a full breakdown one of the next few episodes.
Yes.
For the season.
Yes. But I'm so excited for college baseball season. I will be shout out the 11.7 podcast, baseball podcast. That podcast probably one of my most listened to because I would listen to it every single week. I believe that was I think that was sophomore year of college. I haven't done enough research. I'm trying to remember who would be the teams going into this season. That probably LSU again. Probably who else was at the top there? I mean, Coastal Carolina, but I don't know. Will they be able to reload?
Tennessee,
obviously.
What are they going to look like without Vitello?
That'll be very, very interesting to see. Florida, did Kevin O'Sullivan, is he back?
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Florida and Kevin O'Sullivan, what will that look like? Texas even, how is that going to work? I mean, they've recruited really well. I hate to say it. They do look like they're going to be another good team this year. They got is it the catcher from Notre Dame?
I could not tell you.
Okay.
I need to lock in.
Okay. They got some. I know they reloaded pretty well. And they still have Volantis. Nothing, I mean, I'm just thinking back now. Nothing will beat the Caden Sorrell catch during the Texas series.
I don't remember it.
You don't remember the Caden Sorrell catch?
I remember the highlight. I don't remember that series. That was the day I got shoulder surgery.
You got shoulder surgery during the
Friday
Texas A&M?
I got home at the time the game started, and I was so out of it, and I slept through the whole game.
That's probably good. Yeah.
I don't remember that entire series.
That's
I was
good.
On a lot of drugs.
Just if you're able to find the highlight of him. So you don't remember him catching
I
that?
remember the clip. I've seen the clip since then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where he's parallel.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. Parallel to the ground, laying out for this catch. Yeah.
But Luckily, I don't remember that series at all.
What was it? 2-1, 3-1, 4-3 or something like that. I don't know.
Ridiculous. I'm ready. I'm so ready.
That was a series. And then the Tennessee. I rewatched those Tennessee highlights though. Where we just blew them out. I rewatched that a bunch. That was and the Arkansas. Yeah. Anyway, I'm ready for college baseball.
Me too.
I love how it's kind of niche. Not a ton of people. There's only like the diehards that follow it. You don't have a ton of casuals following college baseball. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're gonna be covering college baseball pretty closely. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Hopefully y'all learn more about the sport as we go along. MLB. You said you had some MLB news.
I had one thing to say.
Okay.
The Astros, they got me. They got me. They knew just what to do to get me
back.
Like, and not like I ever left, but to get me to care a lot.
Uh-huh.
Out of nowhere, the Astros on January 1st signed pitcher Tatsuya Imai from Japan, from the NPB.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way, how do I even word this? I am fascinated with NPB players coming over to the MLB, but there's really only a few teams that ever sign them. Dodgers being one, obviously. They have 3 on their roster right now, and they're all very good. But
yeah,
it's not something that a lot of teams are ready, I guess, or willing to dive into, and that disappointed me. Because the Astros were one that seems like no. Last year, they renamed Minute Maid Park to Daikin Park. They have a new corporate sponsor, Daikin Air Conditioning or something, some giant company in Japan. And I was like, ooh, maybe. But then they did nothing. They never talked about it. Tatsuya Imai is like, in recent memory, he's like the 3rd best pitching prospect coming out of the NPB in a long time. It's like it's Shohei, it's Yamamoto, World Series MVP this year, and Tatsuya Imai.
Okay.
And they signed him, and they were not ever linked to him. He was not on like anyone's board. No one thought the Astros were going to even talk to him, and just out of nowhere they signed him.
That's awesome.
And I'm so excited. So excited.
Did the White Sox sign a guy?
They did. Munetaka Murakami.
Yeah. My brother was telling me about this.
Japanese Babe Ruth. That's what they called him.
Really? Okay.
He was in the World Baseball Classic. You weren't super into it, but you remember in college there was the World Baseball Classic on.
Yes.
Where the final, you remember Trey Turner.
Yes.
In the semis.
I think I watched a couple of those games.
We watched that. And then, sorry, the dog's freaking out.
Because you heard the garage door.
Lucy, shut up. I'm kidding. Come here. But Munetaka Murakami in the semis that year hit an absolute tank. He's just big.
Okay.
Just hits absolute bombs. He had like 56 homers in their last NPB season or something. But he's going to the White Sox. The White Sox are building something, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Braden Montgomery.
How did they get him? What was just money, I guess? I don't know.
A lot of teams aren't willing to pay the guys real contract money just because there's a big gap between the talent there and the talent here.
Okay.
But the top end guys, I mean,
yeah,
they're good enough. But
interesting. That's cool.
I'm very excited about Tatsuya Imai. He's won the fans over. Before he signed with the Astros, he had been asked about like, what are you looking for in a team and stuff? And he was like, I want to go to a team that has 0 Japanese players on it because I want to like get the full experience. I don't just want to go and be buddy with one guy. So he's like, I want to be fully immersed. And the other thing he said, and I want to take down the Dodgers. I want to go to. There's 0
That's
chance
cool.
I join the Dodgers no matter what they offer me because I'm not the type to jump on a team that's already really good. I want to go to a team and beat the best.
That's super cool.
So he's exciting. And then like he was at the Texans game this last week, and they showed him on the Jumbotron, and he started freaking out. He seems like very energetic.
Cool.
And in his opening press conference, he barely speaks English. Like, he is a translator, but he knows a little bit. And he had an opening statement. It was like 2 sentences. He goes, "What's up, H-Town?" That's how he started it, and everyone just went nuts. It was sick. But I'm
cool.
very, very excited about Tatsuya Mai.
That's
Fastball
very cool.
sits about 95, touches 100. Has a disgusting slider, just all vertical. This very weird slider that you don't see. They've compared it. I'm not saying he's this person, but the movement on his slider is like very similar to Trey Yesevich, the Blue Jays pitcher who did so good in the World Series.
Yeah.
And Paul Skeens Splinker.
Oof.
So there's reason to be excited. He also throws a splitter. Oh, I cannot wait for baseball.
Yeah, I'm excited for college to start. Sick. Yeah. Shout out baseball. Shout out Japan.
Shout out baseball. Shout out Japan.
I'm sure. You think we have any Japanese listeners?
We should. Tatsuya, you're welcome on any time.
You translated too. Okay, yeah, that's all I've got for MLB. Do you have anything
else.
Okay, sweet. NBA, not a whole lot, but just the Thunder. The Spurs broke the Thunder.
Yeah, they did.
They have. You said they're 6-6.
I know they're 6-5 in their last 11.
6-5 in their last 11. Jokic, so sad.
Hyperextended his knee.
So sad.
Reevaluated in 4 to 5 weeks.
Oh, that's so sad. We've talked about it a little bit, I think, but he is. If he had swag, like people would be talking about him, like in the same, sentence as some of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game. That's all I've got. I mean, I didn't have a ton of NBA stuff. You have anything else?
Nothing.
Okay. NFL.
Actually, yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Wemby last night, 30 points in 20 minutes.
It's pretty good.
I saw some stat. I'm pretty sure I'm saying this right. He now has the second most 30-point games in NBA history when playing under 25 minutes. And he turned 22 3 days ago.
Wow.
Pretty fun stat.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I would say that's pretty good.
Yep. Anyways, that's all I have.
Had to get a Wimpy stat in there.
Of course.
Moving on to NFL. Playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, let's talk about the Steelers-Ravens game.
That was an incredible game.
That was insane.
I feel so bad for Tyler Loop.
I do. I do too. Aaron Rodgers back in the playoffs.
Inevitable.
He's going to be facing the Texans defense. I don't know when. I forget which day they're playing, but Monday
night.
Monday night. Let's see. What are all the matchups? Do you have?
I've made some brackets already just for fun. I'm gonna go through the matchups. You make your bracket.
Okay.
You ready? Actually, don't be ready yet. How do I create another one? What the heck? It won't let me create.
Let's see if I can do it.
This is so dumb.
NFL.
This is solid right now. It won't let me. Can I only make 2? Oh yeah, that's why. It'll only let me make 2.
Crap.
Here, I'll just delete one. Oh, I can't.
I have it pulled up, so I can just do it from memory. I guess. Do you want me to do mine and then you say yours, or do you want to say yours?
You go.
I'll go. Okay.
Losers.
So I'm gonna start with Steelers Texans. I'm gonna go Texans.
I thought you were going Steelers, and I was going to
No.
crash out. Okay.
No, I actually think the Texans are gonna beat the Steelers. Jaguars and Bills. Ooh, that's a tough one. To be honest, I haven't watched the Jaguars play that much this season.
No one's giving them respect, myself included, but they have been so good.
Okay, I'm gonna go Bills.
Good.
Patriots Chargers. I'm gonna go Patriots.
Mhm.
And then Panthers Rams. Ooh, I'm gonna go Rams. I know I guess other than Bills. Eagles 49ers. I'm going to go the Niners.
Okay.
And then Bears Packers. I'm going to go Bears.
So far we agree on every game.
Really?
Yep.
I did not think that was going to be the case. All right. This is what is this? Divisional?
Divisional.
So it's the Broncos versus the Texans.
No, it's weird. They reseed.
Oh,
Here, I'll read it to you.
okay.
It's easy since we had the same ones. Broncos, Bills.
Ooh. I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to go Bills.
We agree again.
Uh,
Patriots, Texans.
I'm going to go Patriots.
We disagree.
Yeah. I would have thought that would be the case.
Seahawks, 49ers.
We've already seen this game. This game was... Wait, is this the game I'm thinking of, the really close one?
This last week.
Oh, yeah. Who won that? I actually didn't...
Seahawks, 13-3.
Wow. Their defense is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's really tough. I guess I'm just going to go Niners just
Okay.
because it's hard to beat a team twice.
Rams, Bears.
Ooh. I'm going to go Rams.
Also, I'm just changing this bracket. This is going to be yours, and then I have mine.
Okay.
So you have AFC Championship, Bills, Patriots.
Again. Or no. I guess it's not again. Bills and Patriots. I really... that honestly, I like both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Drake May. Oh, I didn't say this on the pod. When I was coming back from Chicago, I was walking around the airport. It was like a 4-year-old little girl, and she ran around a corner wearing a I Heart Drake May t-shirt.
So sick, dude.
Crazy.
That's awesome.
There's no way that she knew who Drake May
No
was too.
chance.
Her dad just
No chance.
put that on. Bills Patriots. Crap. I'm debating. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go Bills.
Okay.
Even though I
49ers.
think the Patriots can definitely win. And what was it?
Rams, 49ers.
Rams 49ers. Man. I'm gonna go Rams.
Bills, Rams, Super Bowl.
Oh man. I just want the Bills. I'm just gonna go Bills.
I knew you were gonna do it.
I'm just gonna come on, Josh. Joshy.
All right, I'm changing the title of this to just Cole.
Bills.
So
Bills.
have this
Bills.
saved.
Bills.
All right. Doing mine real fast. It's easy because we had the same one. So I have Texans over Steelers. Ooh, do I change it? I go Bills over Jaguars too. Patriots over Chargers. Rams over Panthers. 49ers over Eagles. Bears over Packers. Then I have Broncos over Bills. I'm changing mine actively.
Okay.
Have it changed up a bit. Broncos over Bills.
What?
Texans over Patriots. Seahawks over Niners. Rams over Bears. Then I have Texans over Broncos. And Rams over Seahawks. And then I have Texans winning it all.
So what's the Super Bowl?
Texans, Rams.
Texans Rams. I mean,
They already played this year. The Rams won, and it was a very frustrating game because the Texans had about 10 opportunities to win the game and just didn't take advantage. Very different team. It was a 14-9 final. Very different team now than then.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not like, oh, the Texans are so winning it all. Like, this is just for fun.
Yeah.
But I do think they, at their best, no one can beat them.
Yeah.
I'm not confident that they can play at their best for the next 4 games.
It'd be cool if the Bears won it too.
I'd be happy with that.
The Rams are so good. Who do you think is the best team in the NFL right now?
Seahawks or Rams.
Okay. Yeah.
I think those are the best teams. The hottest teams, Texans, Broncos, Seahawks.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it'd be fun to watch.
mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I feel like fantasy, so I'm more of a college sports guy than an NFL or really professional. So this has been the first year that I've actually kind of known what's going on because I've been pretty involved with fantasy this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I am excited for these playoffs, which usually it's not that I'm not excited, but I just don't know what's going on, and I wait until the AFC or the championships games and then the Super Bowl. Anything else about the NFL?
Don't think so.
Let's see. All right, let me pull up my. Okay, movies and TV shows. Let's talk movie first. Marty Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
You and me saw it. I don't know, pretty close. Was it the day after Christmas?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, we saw it day after Christmas. What were your thoughts on it?
I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. It was very stressful. Josh Safdie just has a plan for the movies he makes, like Uncut Gems, and I think he just follows the same blueprint.
Yeah.
Very stressful, but I liked it more than Uncut Gems.
Yeah. I agree.
Timothée Chalamet is awesome. I feel like every single cameo was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wonderful, fantastic.
I was about to say, I think him and Timothée Chalamet's performances were close to being equal.
Mr. Wonderful was great. Tyler, the Creator, awesome. Did great. They also had George Gervin.
Yeah.
That shocked me. I don't know why or how, but love it. Go Spurs, go. Yeah, but it was good.
I found this out, honestly, like right before this. You know the guy who made the orange ping pong ball?
Yeah.
He was like a Knicks fan.
He was like those videos that came out with like the Bing Bong whenever that got famous. He was in one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a normal dude.
Yeah, and he did great.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good movie. If you're thinking about going to watch it, it is probably 80% about Marty and 20% about ping pong.
20 is still generous.
20 is still generous. It's way more about Marty than it is about ping pong. But it was very good. Like I was very invested the whole movie. Timothée Chalamet does an amazing job. It was a good movie. I actually haven't rated it yet, but I would give it somewhere between 4, probably around 4 stars as well. But very, very good movie. I believe Timothée Chalamet won Best Actor over Michael B. Jordan at the Critics' Choice Awards.
He did.
Michael B. Jordan also.
Respect.
Great job in Sinners. Both pretty cool original movie. Original movies. Stranger Things finale. So this is what I did in Chicago. We watched Stranger Things finale. Shout out Steve for making the song about Chicago. Another version of me.
Okay, that was.
Take me back to the end of beginning. Should I just sing out the outro?
Let's not.
Instead of doing music at the front or the
Please don't.
front or back end, maybe I just sing it
Please don't.
so we don't get copyright.
Please stop.
And then you can sing
about to take these
Weren't
headphones
for the
off?
Wind on the way out. Could you do that for me?
Purple Rain.
Let's start doing that. We'll
Please.
sing the intro and the outro.
Fine, I'll talk about it if you want.
Fiend.
The finale was terrible.
Whoa.
The finale was so bad.
Whoa.
It was not good.
Relax.
Not good, Duffer Brothers.
Calm down.
Not a fan.
Do you have any exposition other than just being mean?
It was just dumb. the color grading, like, way too yellow. Why was it yellow? The Mind Flayer, oh, it's not like dust anymore. It's now like a spider. Okay.
That was sick.
No one died except maybe 11.
Yeah.
But who knows? That's still, it's like, well, it's up to you.
Yeah.
And it's just so many questions. Whatever happened to Ted Wheeler? No one knows.
True. Who's the Russian guy?
Vicky. Oh,
or
Murray.
Vicky. Murray, yeah.
Or Vicky. Like, nothing felt answered.
I agree with you on some things. So, I thought when you killed Vecna an hour into the episode and there was still an hour left, I was kind of nervous because I was like, is that it? Is that all we're gonna do? I talked to my dad, and my dad was like, I was kind of excited because it was like, oh great, there's gonna be a twist coming. And
No twist.
I mean, I guess the military, like they get out and then they're still in the military. It was kind of in the back of my mind of like, wait a second, they still have to deal with the military. But then they did, and the way that it was done, it was just, it was dramatic and kind of, I don't know, but it was like, it wasn't I don't know, it wasn't like a twist or anything like that.
And I mean, even with the military, you watch 11 die, maybe.
Yeah.
And so what? They were like, all right, y'all can go. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever happened to the lady general or whatever she was?
Yeah.
No clue.
Also, Hop killed like 15 people.
Yep.
15 of her men.
Yep. No.
So he got promoted because of that.
Yep.
He's now the head
Yeah.
chief.
Also, Hopper, apparently, everyone thought he died, but he didn't a few seasons before. And then he was like living and hiding. And then everyone finds out he's alive, kills everyone. Oh, we'll just give you your job back as chief. Oh, you're getting a 20% raise to go to Montauk.
That's a good point.
What?
That's a good point.
So many things.
I'm okay.
Terrible.
I'm okay with some of it. Some of it, I'm like, it's a show. It's okay. My thing was like, I think you want to have an equal amount of like good plot development, story, make it interesting, things come together. This is the final episode. And I feel like you want that to drive the episode of this being this big finale of 5 seasons of, it's been like a decade of you've stretched this out over. Like I wanted at least an hour and a half of the episode to be a build up to them beating Vecna. And then that still gives you, if you have a 2-hour episode, 30 minutes of reminiscing, of thinking back to that. But it did feel like the episode was like, it was more like 80% trying to be nostalgic of all the episodes of, like when she's like, I can hop up the boulders to go to the plant or the other world or whatever. And they started being like, ever since you put waffles out in the cold, and it was, you have to let me go. I'm not Sarah. If you condense all of that into an emotional thing at the end, that's great. I mean, and this is just my preference. But it was like the whole episode was that. And I don't mind the ending. I don't even mind the fact that you don't know if 11's dead or not. I think that's kind of cool. But Vecna dying, I did think, probably contrary to popular opinion, I thought the spider thing was cool. People are mad that there's no Demigorgons around.
Yeah, they were on vacation.
Yeah. I think the Duffer Brothers came out and were like, Vecna didn't expect them to make it all the way to his place. I guess. Yeah. I can accept that. I'm okay with that. But I was wanting there to be like season 4, the final episode. That was so good. That was so good. And there was like the whole plan to kill Vecna, and he's in his lair, and they're doing this whole thing, and it's like all coming together and stuff. But then Max, you don't know if Max is dead, and it's like sad. That was good. But that took the whole episode to get to that point. This one, it was over halfway through the episode, and then it was all thinking about them going off into life, and yeah, I don't know.
Terrible.
I didn't think it was. I wouldn't say bad. I would say there's way worse.
I say way bad. I say really, really bad. Are you on social media right now?
I have been on social media a little bit.
Have you seen Conformity Gate?
No.
The ending is so bad that Stranger Things diehard fans are convinced that this is all a sham, that the entire last episode is like Vecna's trance that he's created, and the Duffer Brothers actually have a real last episode coming out today. It's supposed to be January 7th because of like however many days it is after November 6th or something related to the show. And they were literally there. I watched a full TikTok. They pointed out 43 things in the finale that were just like, that makes no sense. And instead of being like, oh, it was just bad, they didn't do this well, they're all convinced that it was bad on purpose because it's not real, and the real finale is coming out soon.
That would be...
If that is true,
yeah,
one of the best things
that would be
of
one
any
of the
show
coolest
ever.
things
It's
ever.
not happening.
I don't think so.
Like, but that's how bad it was. That their fans are like, I'm convinced it's not true. Like, that's not real. They made it bad on purpose.
That would be so cool.
It would be.
But
and I would say it.
I think they would have made it more obvious if that was the case. And I think they would have been teasing it to have anticipation and to people. Yeah, I don't think they would be this, like, they would pretend this much that was the final episode. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say on this. Oh, also the last scene where Nancy and all them, I'm sure you've seen that it's come out that wasn't acting, like they were actually crying because it was over.
Really?
Yeah. That was genuine tears.
Don't care. Dialogue was trash.
Another version of me. Is there anything else? I don't know. I mean, when the credits were rolling, I was sad because I've watched this show since freshman year of high school, maybe sophomore year of high school. So I've always been like excited for the next season. Regardless of the final episode was good enough to where I will look back on Stranger Things as one of my favorite shows of all time. I do wish the ending would have been a little bit better, but like, because it does affect it, because like Andor, you haven't watched Andor, have you?
Nope.
I would rewatch it with somebody but you're not a Star Wars guy.
Never seen it.
Do you think that you could appreciate a Star Wars show considering you haven't watched? You
Probably.
It's that show, the ending, the whole show. Hold on. I took a screenshot of this. So you know IMDb episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know the rating. So I'll keep it in mind. Breaking Bad has the only 10 out of 10 ever episode.
Yep. The second to last, I think.
It's like Candela or something, or Candra. I don't know. That's what the episode was. Stranger Thing last episode, I believe, was a 7.8 on IMDb. All the other ones were 9.1. I believe season 4 episode, the last episode, was a 9.3. That was the highest final episode. let me list you. So season 1 of Andor, it's kind of a mixed bag. You got lowest at 7.3, highest at 9.5. Season 2, the last 5 episodes of a 12 episode season on both sides, 9.8, 9.7, 9.6, 9.5, 9.6.
Pretty good.
That
I'd watch.
Season 2 episode 8, it might be one of my favorite episodes of television ever. It is. People who've seen the show know what I'm talking about. That just the tension build up, and I mean, especially if you're a Star Wars fan, you kind of know everything surrounding it. Elite show. But yeah, Stranger Things.
That's what I have to say.
It was good enough. It was good enough. That's where I fall. I can't. They didn't massacre my boy, but they could have done better, I think.
Yeah, I was pissed. I thought it was trash. Garbo. Literally.
All right. So I also did watch Hurt Locker. Pretty good movie. Jeremy Renner, dismantling bombs. Pretty good. If you're a war movie fan, you'd probably really enjoy it. It had the Falcon from Marvel in it. Pretty good. Oh, also had Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, my boy.
Dude shows up in all of like randomly just in a bunch of really good
He's
movies.
awesome.
And then I don't know if we talked about Wake Up Dead Man on this podcast.
So good.
So good.
Loved it.
Go watch it. I think I had to because I was like, just this formula. Also,
Gotta just keep.
yes. And you know what they do really, really well? The main character that it's kind of centered around is so likable.
Yeah.
It's you're rooting for this character who is like genuine. Yeah, you genuinely want to see them do well. What's his first name? It's O'Connor, something.
Josh O'Connor.
Josh O'Connor, phenomenal.
Awesome.
Phenomenal. Ana de Armas in the first one, she did a great job. Super likable character. The second one, kind of a little. I'm trying to think of the likable. It was more just about.
They were all unlikable.
Yeah.
That's how they changed it.
Yeah.
Because he was like, all of you suck.
Yeah, but I mean, Benoit Blanc, likable. Yeah, just keep making these every like 3 or 4 years, and I'll watch it every single time. If they made a show and it was like Scooby Doo, and it was literally
Benoit Blanc.
every single week they made an episode, and it's Benoit Blanc solving a murder like that. As a 24-year-old man, I would watch every single one of those.
Yep.
That's all I've got on the movies and shows. Did you watch any other movies or shows?
I rewatched F1.
I need to do that.
Good.
I need to do that.
So good.
I need to do that. That movie is so good. Oh, I didn't. Crap. There was a thing on Twitter, and it was all of Brad Pitt's movies, and it was like you could only choose 3. That one, it was actually really difficult because it came down to there's 7. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, F1,
Fight Club,
Inglourious
Basterds,
Inglourious Bastards.
Bullet Train.
Yeah, Bullet Train. I think I chose 7. And it really, 7, F1, and then it really came down to, I had to choose between Inglourious Bastards, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Tree of Life.
I even forgot about Tree of Life.
Moneyball.
Oh, and Moneyball's in there. Yeah.
Ooh, wow. I'm going 7. Moneyball. Oh, there's also Oceans.
Yes, that was the one. Yes, it was. Yeah.
Golly.
It's hard.
Golly. Oof. 7 Moneyball and Glorious Bastards, probably.
Ooh. Okay. I know, but you have to.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once upon a time,
Like a
Hollywood.
lot. Oceans.
Did you say F1?
And F1's in there, but I
You
probably
could.
wouldn't
You
choose
could
it.
do F1.
Moneyball for me is just
Yeah.
different.
We watched that. We rewatched it 2 nights ago.
So good. So good.
We have to recreate them in the aggregate.
In the aggregate.
Jonah Hill. Speaking of Jonah Hill, did you see a picture came out recently?
Yeah, he looks scary.
He looks thin.
Yeah. Gust of wind could take bro away.
Shout out Jonah Hill, man.
GLP-1 gang.
GLP-1. They work. No shame. We do not shame on this podcast. If you are on
Just a
Ozempic
little bit of shame.
or if you are on GLP-1s. Is that the same thing? An
Yeah.
Ozempic or GLP-1?
Ozempic is a GLP-1.
Oh, okay. Look at us. Sports podcast talking.
All right, so now let's do the same game with Jonah Hill. You can pick between How to Train Your Dragon, the Lego Movie, Lego Batman, How to Train Your Dragon 2, 22 Jump Street, How to Train Your Dragon 3, 40-Year-Old Virgin, 21 Jump Street. Nah, mine are easy. Django,
He's in Django?
apparently.
What is he in Django?
He's got to play some small role.
Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now on Letterboxd. Oh, he's so irrelevant.
What is he?
Baghead number 2.
Oh, I do remember that. I should have known that. Stupid.
Moneyball War Dogs is good.
War Dogs is good. Oh yeah. I mean, if he counts for Django Unchained,
Yeah.
it would be Django Unchained.
I'm not picking Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, I was about to
say. I'll take that third with Django.
Yeah, Moneyball. Again. This would be fun to do.
Yeah.
We could do this with actors.
Sausage Party. Or Here's a Who.
5 stars. I forgot about that movie. What's another? Let's do one more.
One more.
You want to do like Matt Damon or
McConaughey.
we could do Leo.
Sure.
Leonardo. I'll do it too. So I can visually see.
Golly, he's in.
This one's,
I seriously, you can't pick.
I think
I could pick.
I might be able to pick. Leon.
No, this is not even close for me.
How do you spell Leonardo?
Leo. Nardo.
Oh, there we go.
Found it out.
Don't tell me what to do.
This is actually so easy for me.
Do you want to go first?
Django, Shutter Island, The Departed. You're choosing Inception.
I know.
But-
I am choosing Inception. Oh, do I do? Yeah, it's probably it's just I switched The Departed for Inception, I think.
Mm-hmm. I love The Departed.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's really good. The Revenant is really good, but
I was not a fan.
I can't take it in the top. What else? Oh, I can't wait for The Wager. I read that book. It's going to be directed by. Also, Killers of the Flower Moon was good, but
No, way too long.
it was really long. Catch Me If You Can.
Blood Diamond is good.
Blood Diamond is good. That's a sneaky, really good one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, could we do what about Tom Hanks?
So we're just gonna keep going.
This is. I'm waiting for one to be like really. Tom Hanks is tough because he's been a voice actor in so many kids movies. Cars 2. Wait,
Are we
he's
counting?
not.
He's in Toy Story.
He is in Toy Story. Wait. He's in Cars, but not in Cars 2.
Mine's easy again. Oh, is it? No, it's not. Never mind. Mine's actually not easy. This is not easy.
This is. I've never seen Castaway, which I think people might put it in there.
What?
Yeah.
That's literally that's the one where I'm like, okay, I know I have one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Castaway's in there. Forrest Gump's in there.
I was about to say,
between Apollo 13, Green Mile, Saving Private Ryan.
Not Pinocchio?
Shut the hell up.
It got 1.9 stars. Why was it so bad? I might have to watch it just to see why it was so bad. Oh, I remember when Inferno came out. It's like Dante's Inferno. 2.7. I'm just like, he's done so many.
You gotta watch Castaway, dude.
Low key Elvis.
Nah, I liked Elvis, but that ain't the same.
Wait, what was yours? Forrest Gump, Castaway. Green Mile, or you were gonna decide between the Green Mile, Saving Private Ryan, and
Apollo 13.
Apollo 13. I've also never seen Apollo 13.
That's crazy.
All right. Final answer for Tom Hanks. I am going to go. Can I lump in all of the Toy Stories? Or do I have to choose one?
You have to choose one.
Probably I'm gonna go Forrest Gump, Toy Story, and what was the last one? It's either between probably the Green Mile.
Yeah, I think I'm just putting Green Mile in there. Green Mile, Forrest Gump, Castaway.
Yeah. All right, that's fun. We could do that every week, and I would be entertained every single time. Let's get on to the college football semifinal preview. We've got 2 games. One's a rematch. The other is a good game. We'll go with the rematch first. It is going to be Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks versus the Indiana Hoosiers, led by Kurt Cignetti. This is a rematch. It is really hard to beat a team twice in the same season. Ole Miss and Georgia, we already seen familiarity play out the way it did. However, in the regular season game between Oregon and Indiana, Indiana beat Oregon by 10 on the road, and they threw a pick 6 in the fourth quarter. So I think probably you could say a little bit more dominant in the regular season game versus the Georgia Ole Miss game, which was pretty close. So margins might be the margins were greater in the regular season. Oregon is coming off of a dominating performance against Texas Tech. I think they're playing very confident football right now. I mean, but Indiana's probably playing the most confident football right now. What do you think?
I think these are probably the 2 best remaining teams facing each other. I think I love Indiana so much right now. Like my heart does, like as a story, and Fernando and Cignetti, that I just can't. It can't end here. It has to be a natty, please.
That'd be insane.
I'm going Indiana. And that's all. That might just be because I want them to so bad. Respect to Oregon. Dante Moore, beast. That defense good, very good. But I mean, I'm just going with the team that the only undefeated team in college football.
Yeah. You know me, I have been holding my breath waiting for Indiana to lose, really. And I've held my breath for so long that I'm about to pass out.
Mhm.
So I'm picking Indiana to win this game because they have proved me wrong at every single game. Oregon is really good, and Oregon can definitely win this. But I think I would feel like a really, really big hater if I picked Oregon to beat Indiana, and I just can't do that to myself again because I've done it the whole season. So I'm excited. This is going to be such a fun game to watch. It is so hard to beat a team twice, but Indiana has just been. It feels so weird to say this. They have been the best. They are the best team in college football.
Yeah. It's not particularly close.
It's not really a debate. There's beaten every
debate.
team they've played, and they beat Ohio State, and they beat Oregon on the road, and they beat Alabama by 35. I mean, it's just
They have the Heisman.
they have the Heisman Trophy. Not to take this is, it's tough saying this now. Just I'm hyping up Indiana, but I saw the side-by-side comparison of Joe Burrow and Ethan Mendoza.
Ethan Mendoza.
Sorry, I do that every time. Fernando Mendoza. Ethan Mendoza threw for 3,000 yards. Fernando Mendoza threw for 3,000 yards. Joe Burrow threw for 6,000 yards.
Yeah.
And I believe like
can't compare anyone.
50-something touchdowns.
You can't compare anyone to Joe Burrow.
And I know the argument is, well, he had Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase to throw to. Yeah, but
no, I agree. There's no comparing to Joe Burrow. Fernando, though, was accounted for counting rushing 53 touchdowns.
Oh, okay.
Because he's thrown for 41, and I think he's rushed for 12.
That's impressive.
Really
I didn't know that.
Good. I think, if I remember, because I know he leads football in touchdown passes this year.
No, and I don't mean that to take away from, because Joe Burrow did have those guys to throw to, but still.
Yeah. But I'm on Indiana for sure.
I am too.
And part of that, maybe I'm just blinded by pure love.
I don't think you are, because I've tried to not be blinded, and they've proved me wrong every single time. So I really do think, like, again, on paper, you look at the talent disparity and everything, but, I mean, it just hasn't mattered all season. So they've been so consistently good. So I have to pick them in this. Yeah. The other semifinal game is going to be the Miami Hurricanes versus the Pete Golding-led Ole Miss Rebels. Do you think Miami's defense has the ability to stop Trinidad Chambliss?
Stop is one thing. Limit enough to win the game is a different thing, and I think they can do that. Ole Miss, they're a shootout team. It's not a knock. They win games. That's what matters. But I don't think they're deep. Even Ole Miss's offense is better than Miami's offense. But I think the gap there is smaller than the gap between Ole Miss's defense and Miami's defense.
I agree.
So I think Miami can do enough offensively and really impact the game on the other side of the ball enough to win the game. So I'm going with Miami.
I agree. Ole Miss's offense is going to have to find some magic against this Miami defense. And they might be able to do it, once or twice to get some points. But are they going to be able to do it consistently enough to outpace their defense versus Miami's offense? I do think Ole Miss's offense is better than Miami's offense. Miami did need a pick 6, and I know they won by 10 against Ohio State. Yeah, I'm going to pick Miami because I said it at the beginning of the season. I think they're a very, very well-rounded team. I think Carson Beck is a veteran. I think he's got weapons. I think he's got a good offensive line. I think they'll be able to figure it out enough, and their defense be able to stifle them enough. Yeah, the X factors, I guess, in the game are, can Trinidad Chambliss find some magic against this defense? And the other X factor is just in general, Miami's offense versus Ole Miss's defense. Can they score enough points to outpace Ole Miss's offense with the fact that their defense is really, really good? I just think they're a well-rounded team. Ole Miss is too, but I'm going to go with Miami as well.
Both on them.
Both on them. Yeah.
This is some breaking news as of a few hours ago.
Oh, okay.
Ty Simpson to the draft.
Wow. So they have Keon Russell?
Keon Russell.
Interesting.
He's QB3 behind Mendoza and Dante Moore, who hasn't officially made a decision.
Interesting. Why did they put in Mack against
Austin Mack?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They just benched Simpson.
I think he got injured, but
I don't know.
Why didn't they put in Russell? Okay, we don't know.
Mack, I think, has more experience. Like, he's played before.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably just like we're not going to throw our future into a game where we're losing by 30 plus in the Rose Bowl. I don't know. It's just a guess.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we are both predicting a Indiana-Miami national championship. Is the national championship going to be played in Miami?
No, not this year. Because the Orange Bowl, Tech, Oregon was just there.
Okay.
Where is it? Hold on. Just take a second.
I'm trying to think of where it would... Is it like Arizona?
It is in Miami.
Okay. That would be Indiana goes if they beat Miami
at Miami
for the national championship, that would be awesome.
Want to know? Would be weird because obviously Hard Rock is the Dolphin Stadium, but it's also where Miami plays full time.
Mm-hmm.
Since Indiana's the higher seed, wouldn't they be the home team? So they would be in Miami's normal locker room.
Oh, really?
That would be weird.
That's funny.
That would be weird.
That would be really funny.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That would be storybook. And, I mean, if Indiana were to win...
If they do this. It's one of the best stories.
It's one of the best stories. I'm interested. The debate is going to be fun of where do they fall all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would have beaten so many good teams.
Everyone.
Yeah. All the favorite in Ohio State. But I mean, yeah, and they just went undefeated and never lost. That would be that. I can't wait. I hope that we get that debate because that would be cinema. Mm. All right, that's all I've got.
Good to go.
All you got. All right. Well, we're back on the tracks, ladies and gentlemen. We most likely will see you next week. Yeah, I cannot wait for NFL playoffs, college baseball, national championship. We got a lot coming in the spring. So with that being said, hope y'all have a good rest of your week, and we will see y'all most likely next Wednesday.